Good news everyone, as new research shows that the nation's pets are in safe hands, with more than 90% of the UK's children dreaming of pet ownership and nearly half of them just wanting to keep their animals happy and healthy. Well, here to tell us more about the study, as well as to share some top tips to becoming responsible pet owners, are the Pet and Reptile Operations Manager from Pets at Home, Mark Smith, welcome, and blogger Iona with her fantastic daughter, Isla. Welcome to you as well. So let's start with you, Mark. Tell us about this survey. Is it true that we are raising a nation of wannabe pet owners?
It really is. Over 90% of children said that they would really like a pet, and that includes the percentage who haven't actually seen one. There was actually 1 in 20 children said they'd never encountered a pet in real life.
Wow, well, that's quite sad actually, isn't it? You have, of course. What do you have at home, Isla?
A cat called Pippi.
Lovely. What does Pippi look like?
She's
a tabby, isn't she?
Yeah.
And is she very loving?
Yeah.
Very fun. Is she fun to play with?
Yes.
Yeah.
She does scratch.
Well, they do that. Yes,
Yeah.
I hear they do that.
Every single cat does that.
Every single cat does that. What sort of things do we need to think about then, Mark? Top tips for choosing the right pet for your family?
Top tips for that are you need to consider exactly what you want from the pet. Do you want it to be interactive, or would you prefer a pet that actually doesn't need as much interaction with you? What your budget would allow for, because there's the food to consider, the materials for cleaning them out, and any veterinary costs like vaccinations. And then there's who the pet is actually for. So who's going to be the main person looking after them? Is it going to be the child, or is it going to be mum and dad?
Yeah, let's find out, shall we? So do you do most of the caring, or Iona, do you step in?
Are you going to be honest?
I think you do it.
I do the most, yeah. But you do help.
I sometimes do it.
Yes, it's just sometimes you forget, and it's important not to forget, because if you forget, then Pippi gets hungry because she hasn't got any food.
Yeah, but I give her treats all the time.
Yes, you are the chief treat giver, so you get the best job.
Yay!
But what sort of decisions did you make then, Iona, before you got the cat? Because I can't imagine Lila said, I want a cat, and you just magicked one up. But...
To be honest, no. We'd had a cat before, and then he died when she was quite young, so we'd had a big gap of no pet at all. And then we decided that actually Isla was at a stage where we thought she might benefit from a pet, and we suggested a cat, to be honest, because we got more knowledge of looking after cats. And then you really liked the idea, didn't you? So we looked into it, and we read about it, and we went to a rescue centre and chose one.
Perfect. So there's the most adorable noises coming from down here. What have we got in our hutch today?
In our hutch today, we've got 3 guinea pigs who have come in just for a little tour of the studio. And it's really to sort of just give an example of what pets we have in store and what an option might be for people out there.
So why would they be a good option?
They tend to be a really good option for children as a first pet, because they're actually very handleable. They're interactive, as we've heard. They can squeak, and they're very keen on understanding what's going
stairs,
on. Yeah,
very impressive.
And they're actually relatively easy to look after as long as you understand what they need. For example, guinea pigs can't make their own vitamin C, so they need a food that's really high, like the pellets that we've got in there for them. And plenty of fresh fruit and vegetables. Dark green leafy veg like broccoli and cabbage are ideal for them.
Excellent. Let's talk about, from the survey, we found out what the top 10 dream pets were through the eyes of you as smaller folk. Let's not do the 10, let's just hear the first top 3.
Okay, the top 3. Number 1 was the dog. Traditionally one of the most popular ones, and still people's ideal pet. And number 2 was the cat, following closely behind. And number 3, and this is the dream pet, it was actually a monkey.
I do get that. I mean, they would be fun. I'm not sure it's advisable.
No, probably not the best choice for a real pet, but one maybe to just think about.
It's nice to dream. It's good to dream. Isla, if we could magic up your dream animal, what would it be?
A cross between a rabbit and a cat.
A cross between a rabbit. I mean, that would be tricky, but it would look so cool. I hope you'd keep the rabbit ears.
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I think that's a strong attribute of the rabbit. We don't want to get rid of those. Mark, tell us about My Pet Pals Summer Activity Club. Have I got that right?
That sounds about right, yes. The club is running in all of the Pets at Home stores up and down the country over the school holidays, and it's where children and their parents can come in and learn a little bit more about the animals that we have in our stores, and they'll get a goodie box and stickers depending on the correct completion of various little tasks in the store, so you've got to have a reward for that, and it's really to sort of get people thinking about which pet is going to be right for them and giving as much information as we can.
I think it's a great idea, and actually, Iona, you were saying it's a sort of try before you buy, but it gives you an idea, a practical idea of what it would be like to have that pet.
Yeah, it's the nearest you can get, because you can't, as we said, you can't take a pet home and try it for a couple of weeks and see if it works and then take it back again.
Yeah.
But it is really important to give children an understanding of what it involves. You can talk about it all you like, but it's not until they actually see it for real, I think. So yes, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Thank you very much. We are out of time, but my thanks to Mark Smith, Iona and Isla for joining us. And if you want to find out more about My Pet Pals Summer Activity Club, I think I should have a sticker just for saying that, then go to petsathome.com. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.